One of those rare hair out videos. Look at my ponytails. Look at my ponytails. But that's not what this is about. A friend of mine asked me to do like 8 random facts about myself. So I had to sit and think about it because I don't even know. But we're going to do this anyway. So you're welcome, Elena, and anybody else who sees this. So I'm using my old phone for this. So we'll start in like 8 going down to 1. So, number 8. I actually never thought I would get married. So when I got married, it was just like, oh, that's news to me because I never expected to get married. So got that going. Number 7, when I was a little kid, I struggled to learn how to tie my shoe. I couldn't get the over, under, around, and through. Like every time I did it, it would be like, so yeah, until somebody, I don't know who that was, but somebody showed me the bunny ear method. You take 2 loops and make them into bunny ears, cross them, and that's how you tie your shoe. And to this day, I still tie my shoes with the bunny ear method. I even tie my Lolita ties with the bunny ear method. So that's happening. Number 6, when I was 6 years old in first grade, my very first best friend was a girl who was originally from Pakistan. So, and her name was Shagufta. I do not know what her last name was. And I do still kind of think about her. I do kind of worry about her a lot. Like, is she okay? Is her life okay? So, but, yep, my very first best friend was Pakistani. So, yeah, multicultural from Jump Street. Speaking of best friends, my oldest and dearest best friend and I went to the same high school. We lived down the block from each other for years. We've even had some of the same mutual friends, kind of sort of at the same time. And in 9th grade, I followed her to school because I didn't know where I was going. And we were at the bus, and she got off the bus stop, and I just kept looking at her. I was like, she looked like she knows where she's going, so I'll follow her. So I followed her to school because I didn't know what I was doing. God forbid she was like a maniac and going to go do something shady, but I guess I got lucky. However, I didn't meet her then. I met her an entire year after that. I met her in October of my sophomore year, so I didn't meet her till the October of my sophomore year. So, yeah, funny. Number 4, I love video games, horror games being my favorite games to watch. And my favorite games to play are kind of beat 'em ups because I love me some Streets of Rage right now. I'm still dealing with Streets of Rage 4 and I can't stop myself. And Metroidvania kind of type games like side scrolling, 16-bit, 8-bit. Those are my jam. So yeah, those are my favorite kind of games to play. Number 3, if I'm playing Bayonetta, then I'm more than likely catatonic with rage. That's what the phone says, that I'm catatonic with rage. And it's a game that I like Bayonetta. I just tend to play that more if I'm really wanting to kind of destroy. So it's my rage game, and it's the only game that can really break me from that mood. Number 2, I love writing fan fiction, and I still write fan fiction. I haven't written fan fiction in a while, but I like to write fan fiction. And my favorite subject of writing fan fiction is Albert Wesker of the Resident Evil series. So, because there's just a lot to work with there. He's a very interesting character, and I write the stuff that I want to read. So, and I want to read all about Wesker. So that's the reason why I write this stuff, like fan fiction. So, ain't no shame in that. So. And number 1, there are 3 things that I feel have changed my life in ways that I can't adequately describe. Like, basically, when I found these 3 things, it was just like, holy crap, where has this been all my life? So, I'm not going to tell you what the 3rd thing is, because this is a secret, and y'all don't need to be knowing all my private business. Number 2 is Lolita, and I really did feel like that when I found Lolita. Like, where the fuck was this all my life? And when can I get more of it? So, and number 1 is Mozart's music. That was the very first thing I've discovered Mozart's music, which is ironic, is Mozart's 265th birthday today. But when I found his music, I was 9 years old, and my parents bought me a tape of flute music, and they bought me a Mozart tape. I liked the flute music, but the Mozart music just opened a whole new situation to me that I didn't know. And For me, the most beautiful piece of music in the world is Piano Concerto 20. If you can break that out and listen to it, because Piano Concerto 20 slaps, and that's what y'all need to be hearing. So that is my 8 random facts, and that is all I have. And I guess you're welcome, Elena. So later.